How you guys doing? And thanks for tuning in to Wicked. I'm just going to walk around this truck a little bit right here, show you some of the mounts while the lights are off, and then we'll do the whole video. This right here is a 2025 Silverado 2500 for our good friends over at Great Lakes Snow. And what we have here, some mpowers we did right in the front here. Now I use my Lin 6 bracket and I screwed it from the bottom up, as you can see right there, so the holes will disappear. And then here we can mount our stick mount mpower right there on that bracket. Now, chrome grill, silver bracket, doesn't look too bad actually. When you pan out, it really does kind of disappear. But if you wanted to lay some vinyl on the bracket or paint it black, you sure could. So that's how we did that right there. Nice, great mount. And I put them out on the edges like that because the plow headlights, I believe, are gonna end up somewhere right around up here. So I'm hoping that the headlights will be above this is what we're going for. But I don't have the plow, so I was just kind of hoping there on that. Coming around this way on this truck, you can see we also mounted a 4-inch right here in the step pocket. I like to mount the 4-inch right there in the step pocket. We usually keep it up kind of high like that, so that way you don't kick it with your foot, and because there's a metal bracket behind there that you can avoid by going up a little bit higher like that. So we mount that like that. Working our way up, customer supplied Magnum truck headache rack is what we used to mount this 48-inch SoundOff nROADS light bar. I modified the SoundOff mounts that came with this light bar. It has a strap mounting kit for actually mounting on the roof, but I just took the plate out of that kit that is provided with the mount, with the light bar, put a spacer on it, bolted it through the Magnum rack, and as you can see, I was able to discreetly mount that nice right there on the Magnum rack. It's nice and low profile, it looks real good. I did that with the mounts included with the light bar that we stock. We stock that light bar. Another fast fact about that light bar is we stock it with a 25-foot wire and connector. So it is nice and long and you're not stuck doing a seam under here. That light bar, we special order with not the standard 15-foot wire, with a 25-foot wire. It's much better because of that. But down here is where we put our 3-inch mpower. You can see right there in the step pocket. It works phenomenal. I've never had anybody kick it, damage it, because you need like a size, I don't know, 15, 20 boot to get it in there that deep. I guess you could kick it with the side, but it's pretty easy to prevent that. Also what we mounted is the Baja S2. And what we did there is we used the factory bolt on the bumper. Oh, good Lord. What is that? No. No, no, no. We did not do that. Oh my God. Anyways, yeah, so we used the factory bolt on the bumper to hang the S2 right there. And that gives us a nice inboard S2 right back there like that. And you get your adjustability out of it so you can aim it however you like. And that give this guy a little bit of extra rear lighting for his plowing. And we ran those on a different switch, of course. And got that set up. So let me show you the switch mounting. Customer requested a Mini 6 switch. We talked about doing the factory switches and they go way over here in the center. And it's just, you always got crap in the way. So, and you can't put them over here anymore really. So he liked the Mini 6. It was in stock, it was ready to go, and he was cool with it. So the way we mounted it is right here on this corner dash panel. And I did put one extra screw here just for a little extra support in here. That's optional, but the little black screw you really can't hardly tell. And it kind of like locks this panel in real nice. It's about a 1-inch black screw. These also are 1-inch coarse thread black screws with a little VHB and primer promoter under the base there. And a 3/4 inch hole with a 3/4 inch grommet in it. And these wires come out right back there. And this makes this mount right here real nice. So we did this on his. I gave him a front for the front strobes in the grill, a rear, a day mode on the light bar, a night mode on the light bar, and a work light for the back, and one more spare for later. Went through the firewall in our typical location where we drill through right underneath there. I'll be totally honest, you just caught a little bit of a hiccup here. What we noticed, what you may have noticed if you were very fast, was when I panned down here, one of my guys had forgotten to put in the grommet around that sharp metal edge. And that is an absolute requirement, is to put that grommet in there, that plastic grommet right there. So we went ahead and fixed that. I personally inspect every job that goes out of here. I try to make sure everything is top notch, and I caught that. And we tuck this carpet back up like this to keep our little tootsies warm. We don't want any breeze blowing in there by accident. And it's a star grommet, so there really isn't much breeze at all. It's really, you can put dope in there if you want to seal it all up with some clay or some of that, goopy stuff, whatever. But I usually just do this, and it seems to be just fine. I've never really had anybody complain. But that's where we drill through right there. You can see the previous plow guys drilled a honking ass hole above it, and they did not put a grommet. What a surprise. I'm shocked. Somebody did a plow install and left a raw metal edge. I would never have assumed that. But there, that's what we do. We never leave a raw metal edge. So that was it. That's most of the mounting on this thing, man. We tied into the battery with our power and ground, but that's it. So that's the mounting portion of this. We'll do the rest. Alrighty, going to talk a little bit about wiring on this build. This 48-inch nROADS light bar is equipped with a custom-ordered 25-foot harness, so it has everything that you need to run it, and it is extra long for trucks. It is exclusive to Wicked Warnings. We order it special. That way you do not have to seam any wiring. We've got a 4-inch mpower on the front passenger step there. That's going to begin our line of lights with an 18.5 power conductor wire, which goes over that rear fender to the back corner here on the passenger side. Joins up with that mpower light 18.5 wire, continues daisy chain style all the way over to this mpower on the other side of the bumper. It ties in there daisy chain style. It jumps over the fender and it ties into that front step light also. At that point, it jumps forward all the way to the driver's left foot and comes into the cabin right there. Daisy chaining in 18.5 on these 4 lights will give you all the features you need: synchronization, flood, and flashing activation. If you choose to use a 2-color light like our amber white series, you can also flood them. What's that underneath the bumper there? It's a pair of floodlights. What did we do with that? We ran them on a 16.2 forward to the driver's side and up to the front. 30 feet of 16.2 provided for those floodlights. Now, as far as the 18.5, 50 feet of 18.5 provided because you need to go all the way around the truck. Now, again, light bar has everything that you need. How are we switching it? With our 4200 mini switch. That is how we're using it, so we're going to put one of those in there as well. We're going to put a 24-inch extension in here as well for the mini switch wiring, which makes it just easy to tie everything in. It's a color-coded, color-matched extension for every wire on that mini switch, 24 inches long. It's going to make it very easy. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to go around the front and show you what we've got up front. We've got 2 mpowers in the front, of course, and we've got them on 90-degree Lin 6 brackets. They're mounted from the bottom up with screws, and both of those are extended with a 30-foot piece of 22-5. We extend both lights, bring them into behind the switch where we sync them, set patterns, use the flood if we want, and do all the other stuff. Now, the last thing that we're going to put in here is some power wire and a fuse kit, right? We need a fuse and power wire from the battery to the Mini 6. So we're going to get you some 14.2 power and ground to go back to that Mini 6. We're going to get you 2 fuse kits, actually, one for the light bar, one for the Mini 6. We're going to throw an installation accessory package in here. We're going to throw some 3M adhesion promoter in here as well. 2 packs of 3M adhesion promoter for the mpower lights. The install accessory package will go in there. You're going to program this light bar on online with the breakout box, or use it as is, whatever you like. It's fully programmable to do anything you could ever want. If you need more assistance, if you need questions answered, please reach out to us and show us a link to this video, show us your truck, and explain where you're confused, and we'll get you going. If you want pieces of this build only, feel free to customize. If you don't want the light bar, okie dokie, just take it out of the package, because we didn't really add many accessories for the light bar. So if the light bar isn't your flavor, but everything else is, just remove the light bar and buy the rest of the package. Feel free to modify, add, subtract, do whatever you like. And again, any questions on this, please let me know. Try to include as much info as I can for this package. And I'll give a shout out here to our buddies over at Great Lakes Snow. If you're cold, if it's icy, if you need service, give them a holler, because I've known these dudes a long time. And in the plow industry, people come and go and flake out all the time. So when you see somebody who's really been doing it for a lot of years, they must be doing it right. So these guys have been around a long time. Give them a holler if you need some snow work in the Chicagoland area. And if you see this truck, give them a wave and tell them you saw their famous truck online. Thanks for tuning in to Wicked Warnings, and we will speak at you soon.